Tesla FSD will soon surpass human drivers. September 13, 2022. Tesla's FSD software continues to improve and will only get better as more and more vehicles begin to use it. In fact, by the end of next year, I see Tesla's FSD software as being significantly better than the average human driver, not just a little bit better. One of the most fascinating things to have watched over the last couple years is the progress of Tesla's FSD software. A couple years ago, it was a bunch of lines and dots on a screen as Tesla first began to have people test it on the roads. It's fascinating to see the logical and visual progress of Tesla's FSD software. Today, the graphical display is much cleaner, crisp, and realistic. A couple years ago, it looked like an old arcade game from the 1980s. The video from Chuck Cook demonstrates the progress of Tesla's FSD software to this day. It is able to do unprotected left-hand turns with consistent success. It doesn't mean it does them perfect every time, but it is doing them again and again without disengagement by this time next year. I expect that Tesla's FSD software will be out of beta and available to anyone who wants to buy it or use it as a subscription. It is $15 to buy it up front at the time of writing this article. Something I cannot presently afford for my Model 3. But I will bridge trying it out as a subscription to see if I can make my Model 3 a robotaxi. The fleet learning is the magic of how Tesla's FSD software gets better. As more and more people use it, more training takes place with more scenarios and situations. It's just like when you turned 16 and learned how to drive. You didn't do very well at first, but you started to learn different situations and get better. The great thing about Tesla FSD is that it is always on and thinking and never distracted. A human can get distracted, tired, and make mistakes. Eventually, mistakes will be few by Tesla's FSD software and any human intervention will be error. By December of 2023, I expect we'll see more and more flawless drives and the first robotaxi rides start to happen. This is an exciting time. Do you think Tesla FSD will soon surpass human drivers? Source reposted and summarized from Jeremy Johnson at Talk News. My take: it will be a complete paradigm shift once this happens. Tesla is building 4 enormous Supercharger locations in California. September 13, 2022. Tesla is currently building 4 enormous Supercharger locations in California. Tesla is building 4 Supercharger locations in California after receiving grants from the California state government. According to the grant requirements, the Supercharger locations must support both Tesla and CCS charging. And Tesla has acknowledged that at least 50% of the chargers will have CCS capabilities. Tesla continues to build out its massive supercharger network and is now constructing 4 giant supercharger locations, 2 of which are entirely new. According to Drive Tesla Canada, the first location listed on the grant proposal is a 56-stall expansion in Baker, California. This extensive charging location will now support over 100 vehicles charging simultaneously. The second location is a new supercharger facility with 100 stalls in Willows, California, one of 2 new giant supercharger locations. This one will be placed just off of I-5 and exit 603. The third location is another new supercharger facility with 100 stalls near Barstow, California. Finally, Tesla will expand an existing charging location in Coalinga, California, to accommodate 164 total stalls. Tesla's ability to retrofit these supercharger locations with CCS connectors opens a vast set of possibilities for the company. As the U.S. federal government and numerous state governments are looking to spend billions on charging infrastructure, Tesla is now in a position to take advantage of those funds and expand its already extensive supercharger network. This news comes shortly after Tesla's Tesla Charging Twitter account posted a notice that they would be hosting a poll to allow users to vote on where new charging locations would be in the future. It looks like Tesla will use a combination of user polls and their research to continue expanding their charging. Hopefully, this balancing act will allow charging to be placed in rural, less-known areas while also engaging with the Tesla community. Tesla Charging has not yet published its poll of upcoming locations. Source reposted and summarized from William Johnson at Tesla RT. My take: Tesla has to keep pace with all the cars that they are selling. Tesla Megapacks now in Hungary. September 13, 2022. Tesla Megapacks are used in an energy storage project in Hungary for the first time in the country's history. consisting of 3 units. The pilot project is unique and will pave the way for broader adoption of energy storage facilities in Hungary. A new world is emerging in the energy field, and progressive energy companies are working to replace fossil energy sources with renewable alternatives. Ensuring a smooth transition to renewable energy requires the use of energy storage systems. And Met Group, the first in Hungary to install the Tesla Megapack energy storage system at the Dunamenti power plant, is on the right track. The company has been working to expand its renewable energy portfolio and has to date built, operated and developed wind and solar parks in Hungary, Bulgaria, Spain, Italy, and Poland. Met is fully committed to supporting the energy transition. In addition to building renewable power plants, the company seeks to facilitate this transition with investments aimed at boosting the flexibility of production, said Balázs Gábor, Vice President of Met Asset Management Holding AG. The first such project is the installation of an energy storage system consisting of 3 Tesla Megapack lithium-ion batteries, which arrived at the Dunamenti power plant site on September 9. Megapacks have a capacity of 7.68 megawatt-hours, which can be used as needed. For example, to balance the power grid to ensure the reliability of power supply to consumers during periods of peak demand. The system will be able to store energy for 2 hours, which is practically unique in Hungary, as the country's energy storage practices so far have been based on performance-optimized storage cycles of half an hour to 1 hour maximum. We expect a rapid rise of energy storage solutions in the electricity sector over the next decade. So, following this pilot project, we plan to install additional electricity storage capacities in the coming years. Thus, the fact that we joined the Hungarian Battery Association today holds particular importance for us, said Peter Horvor, CEO of Dunamenti Power Plant. Source reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. My take: Tesla energy is going to creep up and surprise everyone. Wait and see. Tesla secures battery supply. September 13, 2022. During an invite-only Goldman Sachs conference in San Francisco on Monday, Tesla head of investor relations Martin Viecha shared some of the company's plans for the next 5 years. He also provided some key insights about the company's battery supply, both for its electric vehicle business and its energy division. Details of the invite-only event were shared with Insider, which promptly outlined the executive's points. According to the publication, Viecha focused on 2 key concepts that would be critical for the electric vehicle sector for the next 5 years. These 2 are battery supply and technology, as well as the manufacturing cost of electric vehicles. Viecha highlighted that the industry would only grow as fast as its battery supply. Fortunately, Tesla has made a ton of headway in this aspect. The executive noted that Tesla typically allots about 90% of its battery cell supply for its electric vehicle program and around 10% for the company's energy storage products. But while Elon Musk has brought up the issue of rising cost of battery materials in the past, Viecha noted that Tesla has actually managed to secure access to all the battery supply that its EV and energy business needs. For the first time I can remember, we can access all the supply we need for both businesses, Viecha reportedly said. When asked about how Tesla was able to improve its access to its battery supply, Viecha noted that the company's deals with more suppliers helped a lot. Tesla had long been supplied by batteries from Panasonic, but in recent years, the EV maker has expanded its battery supply through deals with companies like CATL and LG Every Solution, which supply Giga Shanghai. More recently, rumors are also abounding that Tesla has a deal with BYD, another potential battery supplier for Giga Berlin. Viecha noted that these battery companies are building capacity extremely quickly, which works for Tesla as the EV maker is also building out its operations very aggressively. This is the most important part of how this industry can grow in the future. If the industry can 10x from here, the supply chain will need to 10x as well, Viecha said. Source reposted and summarized from Maria Morano at Tesla RT. My take: between the batteries that Tesla can make and the batteries that Tesla can buy, they are all good to go.